Hello, welcome to the next video from Pure Pens TV, where today we're going to have a look at the new Diamine Inkvent bottled ink colours. So the Inkvent, if you're not aware, is an advent calendar which is out at around Christmas time. They've done it 3 or 4 times in the past, and now we're in the beginning of June. They've released all of the colours that were available in the Inkvent in 50ml bottles that you can buy if one of those colours you like the look of. So I was going to just quickly show you all of the colours that are available in it. I have inky hands today. That's part of the attraction of fountain pens, I guess. So I've put them into alphabetical order, starting off here with Astral, which Diamine say is a chameleon ink. So hopefully you can see the shimmer coming through on the video. The shimmer particles are different colours to the standard gold and silver, and actually mixed within this one bottle. So to my eyes, this shimmer looks like it's green or blue or yellow, so that's going to be your chameleon effect. So there's Astral. The base colour looks to me to be black, maybe it's got a hint of brown in it. There you go. Next one, Bar Humbug. So this now is sort of a base winey burgundy colour, I guess, and the shimmer in this looks to me to be pink. So there's the next colour. So you can see the swatch at the top, which is probably showing off the shimmer quite well, and the shading. So this part's darker than this part, and then we've written it then underneath with a glass pen, so you can see what it looks like written, a bit more concentrated. The shimmer is still coming across in the writing. Certainly on the loop of the B there, you can see the pinky colour, so that's the second one. Third one then is Blizzard, which is quite a nice, I quite like this one. This is a sort of a smoky grey, tealy blue colour. Let's mix all of those different colours into one. It is also a shimmer, so this looks like it's got, to me, silver shimmer in it, but it does look a little bit pale blue as well. So that's Blizzard. Then we've got Bucks Fizz. Obviously they're Christmas themed names because they're from the advent calendar. This one's got shimmer in it as well, which looks to me to be like an orangey yellowy colour of shimmer. Comes across quite well in that. I think that's perfectly usable as an everyday ink, even though it's a slightly more unusual colour. Now we go to Cashmere Rose. Cashmere Rose is the first one alphabetically that doesn't have any shimmer in it, but plenty of shading, as you can see there. So now we're a little bit more unusual. This is Cinnabon. I don't know whether Cinnabons are really a British thing. Maybe more of an American thing. Or maybe I'm just not aware of them calling them that. So this one's scented. Unsurprisingly, cinnamon is the scent that you'll smell when you use the think. Quite a bit of shading. Quite a nice golden brown colour. Loads of shading. You can see as the dip pen has got a little bit less saturated. The scented word written at the bottom there is paler, and on the ink swatch that we've done with the cotton bud at the top, you can see there's quite a big colour variation between the thin and the more concentrated bits in the shading. There we go to Early Dusk, which is a shading ink again. No shimmer in this one, no scent, just a nice blue colour. Fireside Snug is the next one. Plenty of shading again, if you like your shading inks. You can see on the second P in purple how much more dark it is than the U and the R. Fortune's Gold. So this has got a shimmer in it. The paler colours are probably a little bit more difficult to see the shimmer in, but you're looking at a goldy yellow coloured shimmer to go with quite a pale gold coloured ink. which is a nice change. Quite often gold coloured inks are a bit more orange, but this has got a hint of a green in the undertone, I guess. So Fortune's Gold. Now we go to Glacier. Glacier has got lots of shimmer in it. Hopefully that's coming across here with the light. So if I tilt it, it certainly does catch the light. And then on the word Glacier and purple, yeah, they're all coming across there, aren't they? So this is a very shimmery ink. We've added an extra K into this, I beg your pardon. It's a type of flower. I hadn't heard of it, but we looked it up. So, sort of a lavendery colour. Good shading again. Now, oh, there we go, we moved to Lavender Frost, which is more of a smoky grey with a hint of purple in it, but we've got some shimmer in here, which to my eyes looks like sort of a purpley colour and maybe a silver colour in there as well. Hopefully that comes across and you can see it. Yeah, but quite a nice grey purple smoky colour with shimmer. Masquerade next. We've got a gold shimmer colour in this, I'm going to say, reddy brown colour. Plenty of shimmer down the bottom, you can see in the writing as well as in the swatch at the top. Merry and Bright is quite a nice bright green. Silvery sort of coloured shimmer in this. Yeah, that's quite a nice bright usable green ink. Moonbeam is up next, which is a pale grey with maybe a bit of a blue tinge to it, but the shimmer again is chameleon, so I'm going to say this has got a blue, pale blue and maybe pale green glittery particles in it. Good colouring for the name. Probably down here you can see more of the bluey green colour because the shimmer is over the top of the ink, whereas up here it's sort of spread. So that's a nice colour. Now we go to Nightfall. Dark blue. The shimmer in here, chameleon again, looks like the one before. So you've got a bit of a green, a bit of a blue colouring to it. And then the writing at the bottom, where it probably looks a little bit darker because it's more concentrated, but you can definitely see the shimmer even on what is not that thick handwriting. Rainbow's End, so we've now got a mid-purple colour. Shimmering in this looks to me to be pink, so that's quite a nice mix of colouring. I feel like there are a good selection of colours in this year's edition. Razor Glass, darker purple than the one before, more red where this is probably more blue. I'm struggling a little bit to tell what colour the shimmer is in this one. I guess the same as the ones before, sort of a bluey green colour. Now we go to Sugar Snap, which is sort of a pale yellowy green colour, and we've got a silver shimmer in this, silver glitter shimmer, loads of shading as well again, plenty of scope to make this look completely different depending on which nib you're using and what type of paper, how thick you're putting it down. That's an interesting colour. Sweet Dreams now is a scented ink again, so no shimmer in here. Bit of shading, not as much as probably some of the other ones, but scented with a sweet smell. Bright pink colour, and then we go to tinsel. I guess historically tinsel would be red, and you've got a bit of a silvery, maybe even pinky. Maybe it's silver mixed with red, it's difficult to tell, but you've definitely got a shimmer which looks like it may be pale pink in tinsel. Now we move to Tranquility. You'll notice on these ink swatch cards we haven't got any feathering. Maybe if I try and zoom this one in, you'll see that it's obviously good quality paper, but the inks all behave really well. So a different purple colour with shimmer in there. A few more left. I realised this was going to be a quick video, but when there's 25 colours to show, it's a bit difficult. We're 11 minutes in now. So this is now Velvet Emerald, which is just a shading turquoisey colour. Walnut then. I quite like this sort of shade of brown. I think it's quite a good usable everyday ink that doesn't stand out too much colour wise, but is just a little bit different to black. And then the final one is Weeping Willow, which is a bit more unusual. This is a really pale ink with shading. You've got, if I zoom it in, whether you can see the edge of the ink there, where we've done it a little bit thicker. You can see a little bit of mixed colours in there, and here it is written a little bit more concentrated with the dip pen. So even though it's June and these are all Christmassy, they are now available to buy. 50ml bottles in the usual Inkvent with the little 4 legs, glass bottles with little 4 legs on them. Yeah, all available on the website. Now there are different prices depending on the characteristics that they have, so the chameleon ones are more expensive as you might expect than the standard ones are. Yeah, if you did like the look of any of these, comment below and tell us which one you would like to use in your pen as its next fill. If you did like this video, please do give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to this channel too, and you'll be notified every time we upload a video like this, where we're showing you some new products. We've got a few videos lined up for the coming days and weeks, so we would really appreciate that. Until the next time, see you then.